Yes, hello students. We have completed our third chapter, that is planning, and in this lecture we are going to start with our fourth chapter, that is organizing. Right? See, we understood the basic concept about what is organizing. Right? That is, when in organizing, what we are doing, we are delegating the authority and responsibility towards the various group of people or a single person. Right? That on accordance of what, in accordance with the skill and knowledge that person is required. Right? That how a person is capable of it. Okay, right? So starting with the introduction. See, the first function of management, that is planning, and planning is followed by whom? Planning is followed by the organizing. Now, what is organizing or what is organization? See, when two or more people, they are working together in a general sense, right? That is when an assignment of work or authority that will be done, that is called as what? That is called as a organization, right? Or organizing of the task. But on the basis of planning, a proper structure or a formal structure that will be created, right? For what purpose? For the achievement of a common objective. That means the authority and responsibility that will be delegated in a formal way. That is called as what? That is called as a organizing. And in organizing, what we are doing, that yes, there will be what? There will be a work distribution, it will be there, as well as delegation of authority and responsibility that will be created. See, we understood in the first chapter that various levels of management are created for the purpose of what? For the purpose of that, that the workload or the burden of the top level management that got reduced, right? So this delegation of authority, that is what? That is required. And authority and responsibility, they are what? They are the two sides of a same coin. That higher the authority, it will lead to higher the responsibility, right? That we have seen in the top level of management, they have the highest authority, as well as they have the higher responsibility, right? So in organizing, basically what we are doing, we are allocating work. We are distributing the work amongst whom? Amongst the various levels, or we can say that various people, so that the achievement of objective that can become very easy, right? Now, what is the meaning and definition? See, general meaning is what? As I said, if two or more people, they are working, right? So delegation of authority and work that will be done, and for what purpose? For the achievement of a predetermined objective that has been set in what? That has been set in the planning. That is called as what? That is called as an organization. That is given here, right? That achievement of a common goal where two or more people, that is a group work that will be done in accordance with the objective, the goal that a management or a particular business unit or a business enterprise that wants to achieve, right? It's a general meaning. If it is asked that what is organizing, then you can write this meaning, right? What is the definition? See, various management gurus, they have given the particular definition of a, but here we are going to learn about definition given by Mr. Bernard and Mr. Louis Allen, right? See, the activity conducted by the cooperation of two or more people, that means there will be a group work, and their coordination is called as what? Is called as the particular organization, right? See, cooperation that is required, and cooperation with coordination is also necessary, right? When two or more people, they are working, so obviously there need to be what? There need to be the clarity of role that need to be done, right? If it is not done, then what is going to happen? There will be chaos, there will be conflict in what? In the business enterprise, right? See, we understood in the first chapter that levels of management that are created. Top level management, they are what? They are assigning, or they are delegating this some sort of authority to whom? Some sort of authority to the middle level management, like the departmental head of production department, right? What he is going to do? He is going to look after the activities of the production department, right? That means he is the whole and soul of whom? That particular production department. Getting my point, right? So this authority, right, that need to be given if they want to achieve the predetermined objective, right? And for that, what is going to be required? That is just cooperation and a coordination. Getting my point, right? Then Mr. Allen, what he said, that organizing is the process of identifying and classifying the work to be performed. First and foremost, what? That is list that need to be taken, given what are the activities that a business is going to undertake, right? Then defining and delegating responsibility and authority, right? See, if you are giving the responsibility to a specific person, right? That means, suppose for an example, you have given the responsibility of that 2000 number of units that need to be produced in a single year, right? That is what is the responsibility of a production department. So accordingly, authority that need to be what, that need to be assigned or that need to be delegated. Okay, yes, whatever the things that production departmental head need to take to achieve the objective, that authority should be given. Then and then only that he will be able to fulfill the responsibility. Okay, and establishing relationships for the purpose of enabling people to work most effectively together in accomplishment of the objective. See, just two words, right? They are going to come under this, that is organizing. That is effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness, that means what? Yes, whatever the target that has been given, that should be completed within a stipulated period of time. Say for 1 week, that target of 2000 number of units in 1 year, that should be completed within that time. Efficiency, that means with minimum cost and with less errors, that need to be completed. So how it will be done? That will be done through organizing. When the people, they have what, they have the clarity of roles and the responsibility. So obviously that is going to be what, that is going to be the best thing. That is organization. Through organization, the accomplishment of business objective that has been set in planning, that can be what, that can be achieved. Right? Getting my point? So meaning and definition. Now what is the concept? See, generally that we have seen in the first chapter also, that organizing, it is considered as what? It is considered as the structure or a physical structure of the business enterprise, right? Because see, planning, what they are doing in planning, they are putting up the blueprint, that whatever the ideas that they are having, the top level management, right? Accordingly they are going to what, they are going to make an organization structure, right? And when two or more people, they are working together, the structure of the work in an effective manner, that is called as what, that is called as an organization. Okay, see, top level, middle level and bottom level, all these three, they are what, they are coordinating with each other, and accordingly what they are doing is they are what, they are putting up an effort to accomplish the common objective that has been set in, or that has been done in plan. Okay, and it is also considered as an arrangement. See, if it is asked what is arrangement, then you are going to write the meaning of organization, right? See, because whatever the assignment of roles and a responsibility that is done, obviously that is what, that is a particular arrangement that has been done by whom, by the management, so that the accomplishment of objective, the predetermined objective, that can be achieved, right? And that different group of people or different class of people, they are going to become that together, or they are going to come together for what purpose? For the achievement of a common goal, right? And for that, our physical body, the human body, that is the best example, right? That brain, they are sending up the signals, right, to the body parts, that is, you need to speak, you need to move, you need to walk, you need to run, right? And in accordance with that, the human body is reacting, right? So same way, planning is the brain, and organizing, it is what, it is the particular physical structure of the business enterprise. Okay, clear? Then characteristics of organizing. First, it is a goal oriented activity. See, that we have already seen that, it is a goal. Why it is called as a goal oriented activity? Because whatever the goal that has been set in planning, in accordance with that organization, it will be done. But organization, it will also include the sub goals or a subdivisional objective, that is also there, right? As well as individual goals that will also keep into the consideration or keep in mind. Getting my point? So that is what, that is why we can say that yes, it is a what, it is a goal oriented activity, right? Where common organizational goal, that is common business goal, subdivisional goal like production department, sales department, marketing department, as well as individual goal, that will also be included, right? And it integrates all the objective. Organizing, it is going to integrate all the objective and work accordingly. Getting my point, right? Then second, planning based. See, that we have seen in the first chapter, right? That planning is the first function and planning is the base for all the other managerial functions, right? So organization, that is going to be done on the basis of what? On the basis of the plan, right? Whatever the goal that has been set, whatever the objective that has been set in planning, in accordance with that organizational objective, that is what, subdivisional objective, that will also be stated or that will also be decided, right? So before moving to organization, what we need the proper planning, right? If planning is not proper, if analysis that has been not done in accordance with the particular statistical data, any faulty method that has been adopted, then obviously if planning is going to be failure, organization, it is also going to be a failure. right? Getting my point? Then the most important thing that has been performed in organization, that is delegation of authority and responsibility. See, delegation of authority and responsibility, that means what? There will be a distribution of power or some sort of authority that will be assigned to the middle level of management or to the subordinates, right? But when you delegate the authority, when you delegate that power to the person, what are the things that you need to keep in mind? That is his mental capability, his experience, his skill, knowledge, and most important, the leadership skill, right? These things need to be considered, right? And at the same time, this authority or that responsibility that need to be performed by a specific person, that need to be what? That need to be informed or communicated to the specific person. Getting my point, right? So see, as I said, I have given the example about the production department, right? If the particular person is giving having a target of production that they need to produce 2,000 number of units in a single year, right? So responsibility that has been assigned. So to fulfill that responsibility, that person need to have that authority too. From where he is going to purchase the raw material, how many manpower that is going to require, what are the actions that need to be taken, everything that will be that will come under the authority of whom? Authority of a production departmental head. But before assigning that authority, the skill, knowledge, experience, leadership skill of the person, that need to be that need to be taken into the analysis, right? And in accordance with that, it will be that delegation of authority and responsibility, it will be done. Okay, then importance to human element. See, management, it is done by the humans for the humans, and in organization too, the success of any organization, right, or particular that business enterprise, that is done on that is done on the human resource, that is the manpower, those who are working in it, right? What the organization that they are doing, they are establishing the interhuman relationship, right? And effective human relation establishment, that is going to be necessary for the success of any business enterprise, or we can say that yes, if the function of organization need to get success, then they need to create the effective relationship between two humans or between the manpower, right? Because manpower, they are the only living one, right, who are going to affected by each and every decision that has been taken by the management. Okay, right? Then flexibility. See, that is there in the planning also, that flexibility is the precondition for planning. So somewhere around that, when organization structure it will be created, it can happen that future is uncertain, right? That some sort of changes that need to be done in the structure of the organization. So that scope of the change that need to be there. If it is not there, then it will become rigid and sometimes it will lead to a failure, right? And mostly the changes that occurs due to what? Due to the change in the external factors, like technological changes, taste and preferences of customer that is going to be changed, legal policy that can change, or the government policy that can change. So in accordance with that, the structure of the organization that should also be changed. Getting my point, right? So flexibility, it is necessary. And as what is flexibility, right? That is what, there must be a scope of a change, that scope for a change, whatever the things that you have planned, you have organized, right? That need to be that need to be some sort of change that is necessary, right? If the external factors that changes. See, business environment, it includes internal and external factors. Internal factors that can be controlled by, because it is within the organization or within the business enterprise. But if it is not there, right, external factors like technological changes, government policy, that is not in the hand of the business enterprise, right? So in accordance with that, to cope up the changes, to meet up the requirement, there should be there should be a flexibility, it is necessary. Okay, then establishment of interrelationship. As I said, yes, there will be a particular linear structure that will be created, right? That top, middle to bottom, right? Board of directors, CEO, they are going to be appointed in the top level management and middle level management, that is different departmental heads, right? And in accordance with that, the departmental heads, they need to they need to establish a relationship with the top level management. Supervisors, jobbers, foremen, they need to they need to establish the relationship with whom? They need to establish the relationship with the middle level management, right? So it clarifies organization what they are going to do. They are going to clarify the particular relationship between the co-workers, the various departments and the various divisions. Okay, clear? Then monitoring and control. See, supervision, effective supervision, that is going to be required when you are establishing the interrelationship, when you are assigning the roles and the responsibility, when you are delegating the authority. Monitoring and control, that is going to require at every level of management, right? That accountability that need to be maintained, right? If the management, they are assigning the role and they are not taking up the follow-up, they are not monitoring, they are not controlling, no supervision is there, then obviously the achievement of objective, that is going to what? That is going to become very difficult. And through organization, a proper monitoring and controlling that can happen, right? That is bottom level, that is supervisor of a particular production department, they need to what? They need to give away the particular feedback or reports to the production departmental head. Production departmental head, they are going to collect the report, analyze the report, and they are going to submit to whom? They are going to submit to the top level of management, right? So through various levels of management, monitoring and control, that can what? That can become easy. And if control is there, a self-discipline, a sense of self-discipline, that can be done. So obviously the achievement of objective or a goal, that can be, okay, right? Then group activity. See, management starts with group activity where 2 or more people, they are working. Same way in organization also, what we are doing, we are establishing the interrelationship between the various group of people, right? And a particular effective structure that will be provided by the organization so that group activity can be conducted properly. Why? Because each and every person, they are going to have what? They are going to have that clarity of the roles, whatever the function that they are going to perform, right? Production department, that is different, sales department, that is different, marketing and that personnel department, that is different. So in accordance with that, yes, people, they are going to go, okay, yes, we are working in a production department, so we need to follow the instruction, and we have that what the roles or that task that need to be performed in the production department. Getting my point, right? So the behavior of a group, that can be what? That can be controlled, that can be monitored, or that can be that efforts that can be combined through organization, right? And last, that is controlled administrative structure, right? A proper control, it will be there. Why? Because as I said, that linear structure, that will be created, top, middle, bottom, CEO, and then the various departmental heads, and supervisors, jobbers, and foremen, and workers, they will be working under them, right? Getting my point? So a proper administrative structure, that will be created through the proper organization. And when organization, it will be done obviously in a proper way, then yes, accomplishment of objective, that is become very easy. Okay, right? So that's it for today, right? I'm sending the PDF with this lecture, so you need to make notes from it, right? And as I said, that you need to write down in your notebook, right? I will be randomly calling your parents and asking about your notes, okay, right? If you have any doubt, let me know, right? Whatever the things will be, you can message me or you can call me, okay?